Get Spotify. Okay, I really need my monitor to start working. Excuse me. Otherwise, I am in some dire straits of streaming. Let's go over here. Stream. Okay, perfect. Let me get the link out. Then I gotta figure this out because it's driving me crazy right now. It's driving me crazy. Let's go back here. 7% health. I don't think it's gonna be much better than 1010. We'll go over here. Content alert. At everyone, we are live again. Ping. Rise of Kingdoms. Media chat. Drop this. Oh, what did I just press? I don't know, but it worked. Okay, lovely. Let's go over here. How's the fight going? We will look in a second. I actually haven't even looked yet. It's a training day. Nova and Cade. Icy Duke. I haven't even looked. I don't actually know how it's going. Could not tell you. Before I forget, we're going to pop this. I'll do another expansion if we have fights. Let's do that. Boom. Do we have anything in here? Stone production. 79 boosted power. That's crazy. Lord Mel trained a ton. 15. Okay. 79 destroyed. 867. So let's do some parts. So it looks like 67's getting pushed back again. The distraction's not doing much anymore. Our zone is obviously lost here. They broke the Iron U fort that was here. 71 is free. I see that. The real thing is the zone 6s. So they own this still. They own this. 69 is winning. 69 is making significant strides. I believe. Let me look. There's definitely a struggle beginning with the fact that 65 is here. Our allies are still fighting? Well, if the allies weren't still fighting, this KvK is over. So, you know. Hey, James. Appreciate you. Alright, so you said we were holding 79 and 65. Yeah, you are. Yes, you are. So, I mean, things are going to get bad for you guys. Hopefully we are organizing quick. I don't know what this is. Do you guys have any ideas? Like, what is the point of this fort? I don't know why they're... I don't know what this is. The E78S is great. This is a great fort. I don't know what these two are. This is downtime, by the way. Yeah, I think you guys just have to do a little bit of holding, but nothing crazy. Oh, he's going for this guy. I was like, where is he going? Yeah. I mean, I guess it just depends on what we're about to do. I don't know what we're going to do. They're fighting over here. Prankster. It looks like a city rally. But I don't know where. You crushed 65 in the field. Well, that's good. And surprising, but good. We do have this. So 79. Oh, they're coming to kill all of these rune marches. Oh, man. They're coming for you, Prof. They're bad at field. I do not think they're very bad at field. They are crushing us. Hey, Killer, it's been a while. How you doing? Mr. Scara? Can you guys move your axes and get some of Zone 6 back? Well, I don't think we're going over here anymore. I think this zone is theirs. This zone is theirs. And I think the goal is to do this, right? Based on the fact that we dropped this fort. We dropped this fort. I'm just trying to figure out what we're doing as well before I teleport or do anything. Which kingdom? So it's a 4 Imperium, unless we lost it. Let's see. Let's see. Nope, it's a 4 Imperium KvK2. I'm in 3873. Our leadership can be slow. Yeah, our leadership had a very rough go of things, and hopefully they will figure it out, but we will see. Garo was random TPing. Yeah, we're fighting Mengo's kingdom. Correct. You are correct. Where are we? I see these people. That's 69, who's an ally. I see them. So we have 2 zone 6s. Well, we're fighting for the second one. But almost always there's not a Kingsland in this KvK. Almost always. I'm following this line. Oh, this is them. I don't know what we're doing. I assumed if we were going to drop a fort, it was going to be like here, but that's going to be tough now. Or, you know, maybe it would be something like here or on this side of the river, I guess. So they maybe 69 would delete a flag right here and we would push in or something or other. I don't know. You can have a KvK2 with no king. Nova, almost never do you have a Kingsland. Almost never do you have a Kingsland. Your pilot lost 70k tier 5 field fighting. He didn't see he got hit by an AoE. Oy. That's not good. You can have a KvK2. Oh, you already said that. My bad. Fight ongoing, go check. 65. I mean, I can't unfortunately spectate it in a meaningful way. Damn, he's really dropping. Alright, see you around, Nova. He is dropping in power. He will train, obviously. But they are definitely starting to feel drained. I mean, I'm sure everyone is, right? There's no way people aren't, but... Who's allied with who? So you have 4 Imperiums. You have Imperium here, Imperium here, Imperium here, Imperium here. We are allied. It's a 5v3, so it's all of us, this locked kingdom, versus this Imperium, this Imperium, this Imperium, or this kingdom. Basically, this kingdom has like 5 Krakens and like 100 tier 5. This kingdom has 5 alliances and like 2 to 3 Krakens. And, you know, this kingdom has a bunch of tier 5. We have a few alliances. It's kind of the situation. The question of you don't know what 7-3 is waiting for, I don't fucking know either. I don't know either. And I'm not seeing much. Did we beat 71? 71 is not even playing. I don't know if that's a joke, but 71 and 73, sorry, 71 and 70 are not even playing. So we're actively letting them win. Yeah, well, this is what happens when your leadership team isn't great. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Where is this? Oh, right here. I mean, them taking this pass is meaningless. All right, I will look at this shortly. Okay. That's not a good sign. That is not the sign I wanted to see. Now I may know a problem. All right. So, if you remember yesterday, at the beginning of our downtime and when things slowed down, we were losing, we were actually winning DKP. Now we are literally just trying to win, and if we do win, it is very clear, by the way, just for the record, I'll say this, I think we all know this, it is very clear that we are fighting and 69 will win the star. I am really just trying to win. It looks like 69 is winning, you know, their trades overall. Which is really impressive. We are fighting to win KvK right now. That is the plan. What is happening? I don't understand. I don't really know what's going on. I could hop in a voice chat quick. Are people in there? 69 leadership's incredible. You were told we were waiting to go help them? Yeah, I'm trying to see what's going on. Go deadweight chat for the best report. Oh, field report. I thought it was going to be another one. No, please. Why? Sorry, I'm just typing on Discord. I don't know what's going on. It seems like people just aren't really that coherent. A lot of your tier 4 free-to-plays are demoralized. I'm feeling great. I'm a tier 4 free-to-play. But if we don't join this battle soon, I think this is going to be it. So I don't know what we're doing, but we got to get our shit moving. Hey, Joe. How you doing? I don't know why 71's like... I guess they just switched to here. It's not that crazy, actually. INC's getting burned. All these people are going to get zeroed. Probably a fair amount of resources, too, I would guess. Um. Uh. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on. This is pretty crazy. Yeah, I know, nerdy. We're kind of waiting to figure this out. I don't know. I'm messaging leadership things right now in Discord. He said 79 full of dead weight with the zeroing after KvK2 will be crazy. 65 will be stuck with some dead weight because of KP, and 73 just sitting around. Yeah, that's kind of what's going on. We're just sitting around waiting to figure out what the fuck leadership wants. And unfortunately, our leadership is not capable to figure this out. I would love to do it for them, but then I can't stream. It's really the one thing that makes me despise that I started streaming. I don't understand. Like, what's going on, Vizzy, is nothing. It's just all of us, like, what the fuck is going on with our kingdom? And that's the entire moral of the story. Yet again. I don't understand what this reoccurring theme. Yeah, they're just garbage, dude. I cannot wait to fucking leave. I don't even care. I'll just say it. I can't wait. This is really too much for me at this point. Like, I can't deal with this anymore. It's just so incompetent. 3.6 billion dead in Zone 6. You guys, so it's funny, you guys actually got a lot less dead than us. But you guys got more kills and everything, because obviously your trades are better. That I don't know, Ethan. That I do not know. I mean, I think that... I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, man. What place am I on the leaderboard? Probably not existent. Like, do I just try to take command and then top off stream and I want to stream? Yeah, I'm fucking trying, Scar. I'm trying, man. They're burning here. Okay. 73 is not giving up. The problem is that our leadership is just fucking shit. I don't... Is Cyrus in Discord? I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. What you could do for Warlead, mute yourself on stream. Yeah, the problem is it's not a short thing. Like, it's like I do it and I'm there for like an hour, you know what I mean? It's not like I'm there for a minute. I'm just like pinging them saying shit right now. I'm just crashing out right now. That's basically what's going on. I'm just losing my shit in Discord. I would love to show this, but I'm not going to. Yeah, I can't with this. It's just an embarrassment. Like, I'm embarrassed to be fighting here. I'm embarrassed to be in this kingdom. Okay, hold on. Let me see something. I'm just getting distracted. I can't really talk too much because I'm typing on Discord. I'm thinking out loud and all the fun stuff. Let me get my snipping tool out. Hold on. You know when the snipping tool is out, shit's getting real. 'Cause I'm doing some drawing. Let's do this. Pickles out? Ooh, that's exciting. Alright. I'm hopping in voice chat to figure this out. I'm muted, I'm still here. And I have to mute the music too. Okay, I'm so sorry, guys. You would be amazed at how hard it is to organize things. You would be amazed at how dysfunctional things are. Oh, what the hell is this music I was just playing? Oh, the music I was just playing isn't monetized, or isn't whatever it's called. Copyright free. That sucks. No, live stream is not over. Boy, if you're still here, windswept over Calvin's hand. Nathan, you're still here. Audot's still here. Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate you. That was a lot more organizing than I wanted to have to do. Did not want to have to do all that shit. Let's see what messages I got. I got added from someone. Oh, they're in my kingdom. I'll add them. Wait, don't share mutual friends? It said they were in my kingdom. They're literally in the voice chat with my kingdom. What do you mean, Discord? Accept. I don't understand, but that's okay. Okay. It's all done. Okay. My Sun Tzu gear. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get to fight because of this. I guess I could do some barbs. Sun Tzu. So I don't use him right now. It's Martel. It's Martel's son. This is what I run. Because this is my siege gear, and I'm a siege main, right? Do not forget it. The real Mikey 20 min march. 2 marches next to fort, not in it. Can we swap the 2? Alright. Should use that inf gear. I think KvK1, this is like the meta. KvK1, this is what you want. And then you move up from there. So this is what you start with. And then you gradually slot better pieces. Like maybe the pants. Oh, not necessarily the pants. But, you know, better home, better arms, that sort of thing. But this is like the template. New mail. Builder belt. Little Toby, what's up? Let's go back here. 6 hours? How is it 6 hours still? How is it so slow? 6 hours? It's like a full fort. What is making this such a slow build? I didn't think it was true that the more people in it makes it faster. Oh, Dasher's here. Dasher, you want to take the KvK off? What do you think about taking the KvK off, Dasher? You want to go take a rest in Zone 4, not come back for a good while? What do you think about that? Does that sound enticing to you? It's slow because the marches aren't in yet? But only one march wasn't in, right? Or am I wrong? To me, it was just this one guy. Or 2, really. I mean, this is 6,000 troops. Kill. Guess I'll do some barbs. Be the barbin master. So this is mostly going to be a spectating stream. Even though I've said so many times that I'm done doing things like this, I don't have a choice, I guess. You change your name if you go look at your main? I assume it's Obito, no? Considering the name's Lil Toby and it's 2298. You said, and yeah, it's the final marches that speed up the most. Well, I hope you're right, because I do not want to have to stay in the zone against you for longer than we have to. Yeah, this has been a hell of a KvK, I gotta say. This has been a hell of a KvK. And it seems like it's far from over to me. 67 is burning, but I guess... No, they're just burning there. Go look? You said, I changed my name if you go look at my main. How am I supposed to look at your main? How am I supposed to look at your main? I don't understand. You've seen the KP gain, the mango count has gone so far? I'll look actually. I don't know if I've looked too much. Let me see. It's not this, which is hilarious, by the way. It's this, right? 79 Farmville. Damn, you're almost at 7? 7 bill you're almost crossing the line on? That's crazy. So what is that? Almost 3 bill gain already? That's wild. 65. Five hours. Yeah, then we got these last two people. Alright. Who is this? That's 69. If you want to see Farmville, you're about to see it. I'm getting my barb loot. When everyone's fighting and I'm getting my rewards, that's from farming barbs. That's so funny. Chat history? Bro, I can't scroll up. I'm trying to scroll up. All I have is yo and what's up. I don't have any chat history with you. Is this day 2? Does anyone know? I actually couldn't even tell you. I have put in so many long, late nights. It is day 2? Okay. I genuinely don't remember. What do I have in that fort? It's a Lohar Aethel. 71 is just burning us. See, like, this is more what I'm interested in. You know, 33 mil. Like, I'm tired of fighting the people I was fighting in 65 side. Those people are too scary for me. Alright, guys. Can you kill this so I can go back to my city and not get dunked by him? Or, no? Are we not into that idea? You streamed 23 hours in less than... That's crazy. I respect the grind, though. Come on. I do respect the grind. So can I can fight without getting frenzy, right? So like if I do one of these and I just go right here and I just sit here and I let him hit me, I can fight without getting frenzy. He just has to hit me. Unless I tank. I'll tank. I mean, I don't really... It's not going to work well, but I can tank. If you miss out on the frenzy buff? Yeah, but you know what buff sounds worse? Getting zeroed. I'm less into getting zeroed here. You know what I do gain on, though, Dasher? I get the counterattack. 69 have put a great fight up so far. Yes, yes they have. 100%. Who would ever zero me? Brother, you're saying look at history with your main. How am I supposed to know who your main is? Oh. Well, now it loaded. I don't know. I don't know who your main is, though, and I don't want to scroll through all of our history. Yeah, 69's putting in a shift. So, for those of you that weren't here earlier, I did take some city swarms and rallies. So this is one. We'll look through all of them. 126k on my city, 241k deads. This is a rally I took. I took a Mina rally. 169k sevs to 39k. What else did I take? This is a rally, a Saladin rally. 85k to 157. Did I even know this happened? Oh yeah, I did. He canceled. Right. Yeah, that would have been great. Same with this. I didn't have the guts to stick this one out by accident. You said 69 are hard carrying. They strong, but I'm enjoying losing its KP. Just don't watch a stream where you crash out for hours. Yeah, I hear you, man. That is, that's where I'm at. Go to your messages, find your profile, and look at new name. Can't tell if you're just airballing on the explanation. I'm tired. I mean, where are you going to be in this long list of Nubito? Maybe I could guess you're this, which is Obito. No Obito, which is Noob Ito. No Obito, Noob Ito. That's my assumption. So, while I'm building this, I guess I could TP, couldn't I? Oh wow, it did advance it. Yeah, Dasher, you're right for sure. I didn't think it would be that dramatic, but you are right. Hey, Walnut. Things are going to get spicy here. Things are going to get spicy. Not anytime soon, but they will be getting spicy. You said, yes, you can TP when marches are in the fort. Yes. Okay, good. I just can't leave Alliance, so I'm stuck in INL. What's the strongest kingdom in my KvK bracket? I think the argument is whether you think 79, 69, or 65 are stronger. I think that, personally, I would make an argument that 65 is the strongest in the KvK. Though you could argue, based on performance, that maybe it's 69, right? I think that's a fair argument. Could definitely argue that it's 69. Also, just out of curiosity, how did this do? 5.3 to 4? Wow. Against a Bibar CC? Oh, troop count difference, I guess. That doesn't help. You're saying 65 is greater than 69 is greater than 79? 79 is stronger than us, I'll tell you that. 73 is definitely weaker. 65, 69, and what is the other again? Looking out for your second KvK4. I mean, the amount of migration out of these kingdoms is going to be massive, though. Like, they're not even going to be identifiable. You know what's a good thing I could do while I'm just kind of hanging out? Hero scrolls. Nah, 65 is not fresh. That is definitely not true. As much as I love to shit on us, you cannot argue with me that 65 is fresh. I think we are fresher than you'd expect because of how bad we did. Like, we lost that zone so quickly that I don't think we're that drained, personally. I think you have a lot of drain. I don't think we're as drained as you would expect. Maybe that's a bad take. You're welcome to disagree. Said 69 definitely getting drained, and we're forgetting the multiple double rallies did against your flag. Yeah, that was crazy. I heard and saw about that. Ah, fucking hell. Guys, not paying attention to your march is embarrassing in this KvK. Well, maybe I actually scared him off a little bit. Or he's trying to cut him off. Is Ken? Oh, wow. Look at those trades. See, like, where was this guy when I was fighting 65? Where was he? You embrace the noob status? That's good. That's good. Mid 18 is an expert with an expansion. I didn't want to stay out, but it's enticing me that he's here. I'll probably hop back in every small bit. See if I can annoy him. 6 to 7. 71 to... How? Because of this being so positive? Yeah, they're ignoring me. They're going to the fort area. Well, we did get it full. And that's what matters here. What's your guys' KvK3 bracket? Bro, you cannot be asking me KvK3. Dude, do you see my situation? How are you going to ask me KvK3? That's crazy. That's a madness to ask me KvK3. So, while we are kind of just hanging out, I'm going to look at data. I think that'll be an interesting... At least interesting to me. Hop back in. Let me turn this off. Alright, so we're going to switch to my laptop screen. Let's go to here. Okay, so right now, as of 118,441, so it's pretty damn updated. Using these numbers, this is what we're looking at with DKP and all the drain, if you will. So first off, you've got 25.4 billion DKP for 79. Right? So, very cool. Cole said, hey man, I'm a low spender in preseason KvK2 and was wondering what's the best event to use training speeds. Save it for... Oh wait, preseason KvK2? I mean, probably just save it for the minimum rewards in a bunch of events if you're a low spender. That's what I would do. Or when you don't have any more buffs to do in the lucky stall. Like no more research. So you just get a lucky stall, you save a bunch of gold or something. That's what I would do. Okay, so looking at this, right? You have 79 clearly on top, but again, they fought a much more kingdom. Many more kingdoms. You had 69 is clearly above at 17 billion DKP. 65 trailing behind at 16. 73 is 10. You said save for Zeniths and 20 gold head events. You're never going to win a Zenith as a low spender, and I don't think you should try, personally. I think it's a waste of your account resources. 20 gold head events, depending on your kingdom seed. Yeah, it's definitely possible. All these scouts on the fort. What are you guys hoping to see? I don't know. I don't know my kingdom story. I don't know. You didn't need to keep that there, Mikey. Alright, 4 hours. You just gotta keep it full for 4 hours. And not have them take it. Yeah, I mean, true. You could push the million power required to get 5 gold heads. It's not a horrible idea. I want to talk about this data. So, looking at this data, what's super interesting, and we'll talk about drain, right? And I think a good way to do that is through dead talk. 79 is up to 169 million deads. 3869 is up to 97 million deads. 65, 135 million deads. And then you got 73 at 130 million deads, right? It is true that we are definitely feeling the pain. I would say so is 79. I would say 69 is feeling the resource drain more than they're feeling the troop drain. Though obviously everyone is feeling the troop drain. But the numbers don't lie, you know? The only thing is, I have no way to calculate or show more than the top 300 a year. So that is a massive consideration for kingdoms like 79, right? So keep that in mind. Keep everything here with a grain of salt. Can't select that for some reason. Okay. That's odd. Anyways, so yeah. So what we're going to see here, I'll organize it like this. Excuse me. Is that 79 has a lot of drain in comparison to this. You want to see the KP? Sure, sure. 73 LOL noob. You are second. 73 LOL. Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry. I lied. Hold on. Switch only deltas. I lied. Why is this not... Am I doing this wrong? Sort by deltas. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, so you are the most. By a good amount, actually. You've got 133 million tier 4 kills, 67 million tier 5 kills, 2.7 billion gain. You almost doubled this top 2, which is Pickle. That's pretty crazy, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that you almost doubled the top 2? That is wild. I am curious as to the validity of some of this. Like, are you serious that Papaya here, this person, went up 2 million? Like, is that possible? Is it true that this guy, Abu, or however it's pronounced, went through 5.5 million? Or sorry, increased 5.5 million? I don't know if that's true. That seems odd. Also, I cannot neglect to say, with Mr. Dasher here, 7.6 million deads. Is this accurate? Because that's nuts. 7.6 million deads is wild. A lot of these guys are retraining. Yeah, I mean, to take 1.2 million deads, I assume it's all tier 5, and go up 5.5 million power is pretty crazy. You said yes, that is accurate? Damn, good on you, man. Oh, my stream just cut out for a second, it looks like. Okay. You solo filled flags for 2 days. Your account's gotta be getting hurt, though, right? I mean, are you, or is it just truly a limitless wallet? Is my stream dead? What is going on? Why does it look like it's dead? I can't tell if you can see my stream. He said, no, you max buy store every day. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Worst case, you just buy raw gems. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. So, okay, so I'm glad we talked about this. Another way to look at this is that you can see the hero scrolls. Yeah, it looks like YouTube Studio was just dying. I don't know why that happened. But another way to look at this then, and I'll bring this up. 7.6 million tier 5 deads, we're not going to count. Because I think it's true Dasher is pretty limitless. But even then, right, let's say you deduct 10, 158 million deads. And I kind of am assuming this is top. Hold on, is this points or deads? Let me see. No, it is deads. It is deads. It's just DKP that gets affected. Okay. All these scouts, man, they really want to check us out. I have no idea, Obito. I've been very busy with this, in all honesty. It's funny, these people are standing over here. I don't know, do they not realize that there's literally nothing they're doing here? Props to 79 though for fighting 1v3 for hours. Not even hours, days. Said makes you feel like the kingdom isn't. Makes me feel like your kingdom isn't even contributing, but it's very contrasting just to see. The goal is to get the 10 bill KP as possible. I mean, Dasher, I don't think you'll have a limit of fighting. I think even if we lose, the fighting isn't going to stop, you know? But yeah, I should talk about that a little more. I'll go back for a second. So, like, look at our kingdom. We have, I'll do it like this. Okay, maybe not. What the fuck is happening? My mouse, did my mouse just, what? What was that? I just lost complete control. Okay, that was bizarre. I don't know. That was weird. Alright, so we're going to talk about a few things here. First, deads. You will see that 73, who took 130 million deads, went up a significantly less amount of KP. It is because our trades have been awful. On the field, right? Our trades in the field have been awful. So our KP has not went up pretty much at all. But our deads still go up because the flag fights and the fort fights and all that drain that we're dealing with. So that is true. We have inflicted a lot of deads on 65 here because they aren't getting good trades in Rally Garrison. Or sorry, they aren't Garrison. They're not getting good trades in rallies and swarms, but they are getting good trades on the field, hence the KP. 67? Adat, you are smoking crack, buddy. What are you talking about? They are not even remotely close to our performance. We are sitting at 394 million tier 5 kills gained. They are sitting at 155. We're sitting, sure, they've beat our tier 4, I guess. Good for them. We have 130 million tier 5, or not tier 5, 130 million deads. They have 74. It's nowhere near. To say they're close to our performance is just hating on them. In 73, we're just fighting 10 Krakens. There's no weak tier 4. Yeah, it's true. It's true. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about, and let's organize DKP-wise, is you have to remember, like, we were in that zone against 65, who's clearly good, and 71, who's pretty mid, right? 70, and someone brought this to my attention. Let me see if I can figure this out. How do I do, can I search by 70? Maybe not. Maybe I actually can't. So, what I was told, and I don't think I'm going to be able to find it, is that, so 70's awful DKP right now, 1.9 billion. Apparently, like a quarter of it is just their king. So, I don't know what their entire kingdom is even doing. Which is kind of crazy to talk about, right? Why are they scouting? Yes, we lost the zone, not the KvK. And I did catch part of the Seahawks game, yes. 3 bill KP difference? Yeah, there's okay. First off, there's a lot more than KP in a KvK. Where's KP? Is it this one? Or is this Dad's? So yeah, sure. 3 billion KP difference. Not crazy. And, you know, factor in the fact that we have 60 million more deads lost. And they're fighting a bunch of tier 4 and we're fighting 200 million more tier 5. I mean, I don't know. I don't agree with you on that one. But that's okay. We don't have to agree on it at all. What else was I going to talk about? Anything with this? I don't think so. You said you'll be real though. 67 been fighting our third alliance for 2 days. No, 67's been putting in work. Like, I give 67 credit, but it's just true. If you look at this, 893 million tier 4 to 735, and we have 400 mil tier 5 kills. Like, it's crazy. But no, 67's putting in a shift too. Pretty much everyone is putting in a shift right now besides 70 and us, I would say. Besides 70 and us, everyone is not performing. But it's just because we're not as strong, you know? Like, we couldn't go toe-to-toe in the slightest. They got a big push here. I would almost argue that in the uptime, they could have dropped a fort. Another fort, I'm saying. Like one up here. Because they had them push back to this. We just did this so late. I literally hopped on a voice chat and got this organized in like 15 minutes. It's crazy. It's just crazy, man. It's wild how poor execution and stuff is. If we had like 5 to 10 more good tier 5, things would be way better. That's true. That is true. I do believe that. I still think 67 flopped their zone. Like their breakout. Are you leadership in restart? No. I have had to step into some roles, but I am not leadership. Kuwait? Oh, I was fighting you on the other side. 73 just had no balls out of the gate. And yeah, I wasn't on at the gate. It just seems like there's no capable people dealing with it. I will frickin' zero and delete my account before I'm a king again. I am never going to be a king again. And why are you the one planning field? No, there were a couple people, but they weren't. No one was being decisive, and so someone just kind of has to pull the trigger, you know. Like a big part about leading is just pulling the trigger. Prof said fighting against 2 tier 5 balls hurt bad. Yeah, no, it's you guys are in a tough situation. You guys are in a tough spot. Fucking hell, all these scouts are so annoying. Said, but we will hold until the last time. Yeah, I mean, 69 is getting pushed back. It is their downtime. They also have 65 now to deal with. I think we will be able to relieve a lot of the pressure from 65 once we are built. I think that it's going to be interesting. I don't know. Obviously, like, I can't pretend like all of a sudden we're going to start winning all of our fights against 65 after not winning any of our fights against them in the other zone. That's not true. So, we will see. But the difference here is that this zone is 79 and has 65, and this zone now is 78 and these two, and 67 nipping at the heels. Whereas over here is pure 1v1, you know? It's not a pure 1v... Or sorry, pure 1v2 I meant to say. But... 73 just has way too many cooks in the kitchen. You shoved everyone into one Discord call and basically had Noose leading all 3 alliances while he's also doing Kraken things. That's the opposite. It's the completely opposite. It's not that we have too many cooks in the kitchen. It's that we have no one who's willing to actually step up. Three hours 52. It's not that at all. If there were too many cooks in the kitchen, that would mean there were like 40 people telling Noose what to do. That's not what happened, you know? 69's been 1v2ing for a while. Yeah, they're getting burned now. We just need them to hold, you know? He said, see, look, I'll say this. 69 been 1v1ing us rally Garrison. 65 is yet to rally Garrison, yet 69. So it's hard to see how they'll perform yet. 65, well, they're touching here. What do you, I think you've probably been too busy to look over here. I mean, they are burning. The problem is, Dasher, the problem that's occurring is that they are just split. Like, they don't have the means to fight all these spots at once. That's the problem. So what we can do, even if we can't do it well, is we can at least make 65 fight us. And I think that's what we've got to do. This was a long waiting time. Yeah, I mean, I will say I don't know what the hell 65 is doing all day. I was shocked they didn't push earlier. He said, dude, in every single fight, there's not been one single ball marker. Last night, we're fighting 71 to 65 last night, and us players were pinging chat where to ball up. Yeah, this kingdom sucks. This kingdom sucks. It's true. Said you had 12 R4s that were too nervous to give plants, and Noose just takes over and yells. Oh, that's what just happened a minute ago with this fort. I basically was like, alright, nothing is happening. We were supposed to place the fort an hour ago. Let me hop in voice chat and get it placed. I hopped in voice chat. It's placed in full within 15 minutes. That's literally what happened. Took 15 minutes for me to figure it out. And obviously they were laying groundwork, so I don't take full credit. I'm not taking all the credit or anything. But it is silly. It was very silly. That's not terrible. I'll lock it for now. I'll see if that's an upgrade. That's not an upgrade though. I could check that one. Scrap. Free-to-play life goes hard, guys. Free-to-play life goes hard. Let me buy this. I'll buy that. Open these. I love opening my chests. It hurts my soul that I can't buy. Nothing there. Nothing there. Mango is in 79. So 65, when they fight, they slaughter. It's just like they're taking their time to fight. Yeah, honestly, it's so true. It truly does feel like they're just having a good time. Yay, I got a full pep in. Let's go. 69 is going to get a big migration. I think the question in terms of migration is mainly who wants to repeat KvK. You know? Wow. He's a lot stronger than me, huh? So you think it's not on the R4, it's on the Council War Team? Yeah, I think Audot, I think a lot of people just group them together. But I don't disagree with you. I think a lot of people just group it together. I mean, any questions about Mango should be asked to Dasher here. A lot of people do repeat KvK2. I think it's one because they want to avoid getting to SOC. I think that's part of it. I think the other thing is that they know how much fighting you get in KvK2 and they want to fight. There's a couple different reasons. KvK2, ooh, S865 with a fort there. It's a good fort for them. How? See, this is what I don't get. So there is a trick that it must be like that 100K thing, right? So they placed this probably a few minutes ago. It's at 3 hours 57 minutes. We placed it like 30 minutes ago, and it's at 3 hours 47 minutes. So I don't know what the difference is. Maybe it's like you fill with 1500K marches, and that's what it is. But I don't know. You said, okay, hold on. Walnut said, KvK2 isn't even worth repeating unless you lose and didn't get special inscription. Dasher said, KvK2 is 100% worth repeating to prepare your account even more for transitioning. For example, CJ and Alex are amazing marches to transition into KvK, into SOC, due to BQ, CJ, and LC Alex. It's a good temporary march. I could agree with that. Though this Sun Tzu drop is going to make things a little bit different, you know? How much do you spend on my main? Historically, I have spent around 50K. 1K monthly? No, I don't do that anymore. It's probably like 100 a month. Max. Right now, at least. 3 hours 55. Yeah, what the hell, man? What am I doing wrong? Is it just 100K? That's gotta be it. You could just repeat KvK4 over and over again? No, you can't. You get 2. Tier 5 troops and forts build it faster, and if you fill it with 20 marches in a fort, you believe it maxes out. Really? I did not know that. As far as KvK4 goes, which is, I guess, this. Season of Conquest Kingdoms that have not finished their first story can accept... Okay, that's not it. You cannot be more than 240 days older. So what is that, 3? I think it's 3. 3 redos, it looks like. Said, yeah, you get 2 seasons of farming conquest coins. Yeah, I can see your point. I can see the merit in that. VIP. Oh, this is what I was doing. I was trying to remember. So I'm too poor to buy the other stuff. Let's go free. I will spend the wood, though. Get some speed ups. Not bad. Do I have a wifey? Okay. Not answering personal questions. You guys should know that. You've never tried free-to-play. You always end up spending. Yeah, luckily I think the whole streaming and I am a free-to-play aspect of it kind of helped. Said, alright, good night, Dasher. And hopefully I don't see you tomorrow. Please, please don't. Yeah, please don't come back tomorrow. Is this account more fun than my main? It's not that it's more fun, it's just more shenanigans with more excuses. Like, if anything's not going great here, I just go, well, I'm free to play. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I'm free to play. It's okay. Oh, I traded 3 to 1. It's a free to play. It's alright. It's not a big deal. Is what it is. Hello. Mid 18. You mysterious guy. So mysterious. No, the other thing that I could do it on my main, but it is like a really nice thing about this account, is I use tier 4, obviously, on this free-to-play, because I only have it. But I use tier 4, and not when I mess up and my hospital gets filled, okay? Because that happens. It happens a lot, unfortunately. It doesn't really hurt. Like, I have to heal, like, 15 million resources of each. When I mess up on my main, I have to heal, like, 60 million resources, 70 million resources each. Not to mention gold. So, definitely a difference. Which kingdom am I? I'm 73. I will say, I do wonder if it would make sense for 69 to let them burn a bit here, get this fort down. Maybe they don't worry about it. I'm not really sure. My kingdom is whichever takes... Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. Just bad leading, guys. That's the moral of the story. Moral of the story is it's okay. Moral of the story is it is what it is. You said it's higher risk for higher reward if you don't mess up a bunch. Yeah, you're talking about tier 5 healing costs, 100%. I'm typing on Discord. Alright. I was just explaining why it said stream starting soon. He said, if you start a new account, how much do you think you need to spend to play all the events comfortable? What does playing all the events mean? I have literally no idea what that refers to. What does it mean to play all the events? How's 3869 looking for KvK2? I don't know how many people are going to migrate back. So I can't really answer that. I think the one thing you can say is that they definitely put on a performance worth migrating there. 69 will be AC'd. Yeah, they should be regardless. I think 79 is going to probably lose quite a bit of people. I think we're going to lose quite a bit of people. I think 65 could be fine. I'm not sure yet. And yeah. Is KvK over? Not yet. I think it does depend. I think, 67 keeps biting at the heels over here. Like, just draining the lower players, the 79. 69 is in downtime, so they're, struggling, but this is downtime, so it's expected. We're placing a fort that I truly do think we're actually going to build. Then we could relieve the pressure of 65. Then in uptime, they could try to push back again. The only downside is circles-wise, they will have a massive buff advantage. But it's not the end-all be-all. So another thing that hurts us a lot is that a lot of the people that we're fighting already had a swap event. So they have KvK2 commanders, which we don't have. I don't think that's true, nerdy. I don't think that's an accurate statement. 3 hours 38. How about 65? Are they going strong? Looks like they might get the star on the nose. You said they might get the star on this one, or are you wrong? So that is the interesting thing, right? And I'll bring this back up. Hold on, let me... Hold. Just trying to see something. Queen Tamar. So this is the interesting thing that I keep saying, right? Or not I keep saying, but I want to say. 65 and 79 and 70. So if you look at the DKP, hey Adept, how you doing? 79 has a disproportionate lead, right? And everything they've done has been immense. The difference is, oh damn, Dasher left. I actually had a question for him. Damn, I totally forgot. I meant to ask him a question. But bottom line is what I was going to say is 79 had a massive opportunity for DKP, and they're getting DKP because of it. I think that it'll be a big question of who they actually give it to. He said, as a whole for the fight, which kingdom do you think deserved it, though? So I think so far, 79 has put in quite a shift, and they will deserve it because of that. But by the end, I think it's also fair to say that it's not accurate for 65 to not get the star. Honestly, like, it's so hard to argue this either way. Like, either way, no matter what I say, it's not fair. Yeah, you asshole, you're gonna farm kill me? You said war between 79 and 65? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, I don't think they'll have war. I think they may organize, like, a ball fight or something. But it's going to be a KvK where 79 wins on stats, and 65 has to accept it or not accept it. So that's what I don't know what's going to happen. And I think 79 is going to be a lot more drained than 65. So this is a KvK to stay to the end. Part of the danger of us being so shitty is you do run the risk of them basically turning to 69 and just saying, we only want you. You know? And letting them kill us. I will, don't you worry. Don't you worry. Said, honestly, want to know something? Stop fighting on one side and only fight the weaker kingdom of the two Imperium against you. And spam that you're helping them with. Works 100%. Dasher said earlier, you think 65 is strong enough to 1v2 69 and 79? Ooh, I don't think that's right. That's not right. That is not a good take in my eyes. Icy? Where the hell is Icy going? I did not know he was in my city. Probably not, Alejandro. So I've been loving this KvK, but time to get a pilot on. You gained 260 mil KP. Damn, nice. Oh, they didn't build the back flag. I thought they did. Again, anyone zeroed? No, that's good. Mosey is here. Yeah, we really need to get this fort built yesterday. Yeah. I don't know, man. I will definitely have a lot of videos covering this KvK after all the streams and all the fighting is done. What's the difference from KP and DKP? 73 needs cookie back. That's funny. So KP, so DKP with a D in front is a basically a measure of contribution. Okay? And they get that by adding together your deads, your tier 4, and your tier 5 with points. So this is the formula that I have it doing. You know, and you could adjust it however you want. If you said, you know, maybe the deads are a little unfair, something like that, this is what it would look like, right? But there's, no matter how you cut it, 79 has had a massive opportunity. Since Sleepy has been inactive, that's 110 mil account you're missing. That sucks. Well, that sucks for me too, I guess. Looks like this guy's gonna farm kill me. Except he's actually strong, right? Didn't I discover that? Alec. Mid 18 is strong. I guess I'll find out. I think the white numbers were good, but it was still trading bad. I'm curious how this trades. Alright, this one was not it. Let's get back. So Trust 73 will be MK3. They got the GOAT. Ugh. I don't want to even talk about 73 anymore. 900 to 496. Yeah, that wasn't it. 2.2. Oh, wait, that was the same one. 1.3. Oh yeah, both are negative. All right. God, I'm so tired of it. When are we fighting a strong group? 73 will be CC'd at most. Yeah, it's probably accurate. I think we'll be C. You heard Hella 73 going 52. That seems promising. 3 hours 11? Someone... Oh no, it's going on my city. 3 hours 11. How did it lower that much? They swapped tier 5 in? 4 hours, so they dropped out. Ooh, we got a Mosey versus Literary. Well, Literary is not a Mosey, though. They will get their flag off first, though, so they could rally it. It's a good choke point to defend. There's no burning happening here, but there is building. You're personally cross-migrating to get the most. Which is your account? What is your character? I don't mind looking, I'll do it. Oh, we're fine. I guess that's the benefit of how we did it, huh? Sparky Donkey? I'm not familiar with that name, actually. Sleepy Bear. So who is this sleepy person that's not playing that's a big player? So how much time you play in all your accounts and farms daily? Too much time. Way too much time. I've been ignoring your suggestions on purpose? What did you say? The only suggestion I saw, you said stop fighting on one side and only fight the weaker kingdom of the two Imperiums. Yeah, that doesn't really work. 5 hours? It's probably like 5 to 7 hours, somewhere in there. He said Sleepy is insane. He got 1.7 KvK1. He doesn't, but he's not active right now, eh? I mean, if he's active KvK1 but not 2, it doesn't help me, I'll tell you that much. Let's... What the hell? Okay. College is cooking you? Hey, it's important. That is important. Will you be in your 73 vids after KvK? Maybe. I have literally no idea. So it helped bring the 74 alliance to 73. You wonder what would happen if we stayed in 74? Isn't 74 is not doing great though? Isn't it a pretty dead kingdom or no? I thought 74 was pretty dead. Because you really had most of 74 go to 69. Why is everyone going to my city? You brought over CH? Gotcha. Base tank, Drago. Gotcha, gotcha. Musa's kingdom is the same as Dasher. It's 79. It's right here. So the only thing I could do is I could TP to here. But there's not a lot to do over here. Because I could get Frenzy, I'd have to be in L land. And there's no being on L land here. Let's do... No, so I'm going to do a video probably on what happened and what went wrong. But basically what happened is that I had proposed a plan, okay? I had proposed a war lead plan because that's kind of what I help with. It's war lead. And not active war lead, but mapping. That's kind of the whole thing. I proposed a plan. Angel, another war lead, and council. I'm not council. He proposed a plan. My plan had some flaws. His plan had some flaws. So what happened is we combined, or I combined the plans. I spent a few hours. I built a combined plan. Okay? Then, I proposed that again about a week ago. A bunch of people were talking about it. We figured some more things out. We said, okay, this looks good. And then, about last night or the night before that, someone else and him basically were like, oh, hey, so when are we doing my plan? How are we doing it? We're doing it like this, right? And I was like, wait, I thought we just did all of this. What are we talking about? And they were like, oh, no. What are you talking about? So, I don't know. It was just a mess. That is the bottom line. Oh, and then we get to modern day, right? And in modern day, I basically said, or basically the opening happens, You have my plan. You have this other plan that was drawn up. And rather than execute either of those plans, it basically just combined neither. It took like a couple parts of one, a couple parts of the other, and that was it. And neither were executed properly. So, it is what it is. Very frustrating at the end of the day. And that's it. I'm not going to stay up till 4 a.m. fighting this, though. You just drew out some scribbles on where the flag routes should be and let you sketch them out better. Yeah. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. The only good news is we do seem to have resources. Like, I don't think resources are an issue for us. Alliance-wise. Let's draw it like this. I'm drawing on my other monitor right now. Go like that. Okay. Alright. See Mikey's still dead weight. I don't know what that is. No comment. Four hours 30. All right, so good. That's good. 3 hours. Okay. Okay. Go here. I'm literally like getting more farming done than anything. I'll fight more tomorrow. Let's go there. Lohar. 3 hours, 1 minute left on fort. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to do leadership and fight. You know, like I would love to totally disregard this fort. I'm not even in leadership. But I feel like me not helping out tonight would have meant just accepting the KvK loss, and I really didn't want to do that. And I'm also making myself sound like a jerk by, you know, talking myself up so high. But I think that's just the truth. Except but fighting is part of the game. Yeah, I mean, you can't have no KP. I mean, I basically have been stuck doing this all of today, all evening today. And I'm just under 100 mil. Free to play, so you should have a bit of KP. So is this an S8 flag line? This is a V8 flag line. Is Nova still free to play? No, I think he quit. He was in the stream actually earlier. Nova quit, I believe. When I explain things thoroughly on the leadership, it justifies my thinking. Yeah, I mean, I think, I don't know. I think I'm aware of all this stuff. I just don't want it to be true, you know? I think that's the bottom line. But yeah, we need 69 to hard carry this. Mosey. It looks like they're kind of just waiting for us to be somewhat existent and their uptime, which is valid, totally valid. I mean, there's no point in fighting in a downtime and just taking negative trades. It's much better just to try and survive for an uptime in that situation. They are doing good, though. I mean, they still have a good field. The flags are still healthy. Green, orange. It doesn't look... It looks like it's all just field stuff. I originally... By the way, for whatever it's worth, this was not the original fort drop idea that was drawn up in the plan. The original fort drop idea was, in my opinion, in a much worse spot. Just tell Mosey and Jasmine to go away. I've been trying. I told Dasher to go away, you know? Alright. What do I have? Like a day shield on? You thought you could get my gatherers. It's so funny to me that they're doing ball fights and this guy's trying to hunt gatherers. You guys finally got booted from the zone? That was yesterday, but yeah. That was yesterday. Would you cry if there was 2 to 3 more Mango level fighters in 79? Well, I mean, there kind of is. Pickle is kind of like that. We got lucky 79 lost the funny duck account. Yeah, that was massive for sure. Even as a morale win. Obviously, there's other things, but even as a morale win. Alright, so I have 22 hours. I will be on long before that. Thoughts on 69? My thought is that it's very impressive. I am hoping that 69's, you know, burning right now is just a temporary downtime and not that it was too late to recover. And that's kind of the hope for me. You know? I think once this fort is built, whether we can do well or not, we're going to stabilize by taking all of 65's attention, even if they're crushing us, right? Even if we're getting crushed, we will have their attention. So, that is also relevant. And yeah. 73 needs to cut 65. I mean, this is the thing, right? Is that we couldn't 1v2 them over here. We were fighting all of 71, which isn't much, but we were fighting 71, and we were fighting 65. Now we're going to be 1v1ing 65, who is much stronger, who's arguably the strongest kingdom in this KvK. I don't really expect us to be able to do that. You know? What I am impressed and shocked by is that 79 was able to keep 69, or sorry, 79 was able to keep 67 locked in the entire time. That is shocking. Super shocking. Maybe there was a better downtime they could have pushed or something, but very, very shocking. But, yeah. I mean, the one thing that really needs to happen here is that we can see some big drain. You know? Like, there needs to be some big drain on our enemies. Because if 79, like, really starts to feel their resource drain and they're kind of out, you know that the S fort just got dropped, right? The V line is all the way up here. I don't know if that's much of a fighting line, personally. You still see us losing? I would say winning KvK as a 5v3 is still, I think it's still about I'd say like a 35 to 45% chance. The big contingency is, why is 69 burning, right? If 69 is burning just because they're waiting for us to kind of be able to do shit, that's okay. If 69 is burning because 69's tired, that's a problem. So, hey, Dizzy's here. Look at that, I guess. So it's all a question. Like, I think 69 super drain. I think 79 super drain. I think 65 is about the hard carry. Like, we're going to see. We're going to see. I think everyone is definitely feeling the drain. My kingdom definitely is. Ironically, like, I am doing kind of fine. Like, I am using 1 to 2 marches. These are my resources, not counting the pick 1 chest, which I actually have a shit ton of. And then I have 186 days to heal. I'd like to use only 86 of it. That would be nice. You said we are burning because we know they can't cross the river. Are you talking about 65? 71? Who did they exile? S8, 65, 73, LOL noob? What? Why? How can I hide the chat in ROK? That's Jasmine. Why did they exile? I don't understand. Why did they exile? Why? I am confused. Jazz was on 69 territory? Wait, they were concerned that the 145 million Jasmine account was going to get zeroed and 1 in prison? I don't understand. Holy. What is this? A farm? Tier 1, Tier 2. But nice. Lol. Such a meaningless report. I won't be streaming for too much longer. Forced reposition to a better spot, you guess? But 71 did it, which means their own ally. Their own ally moved them out of this spot. So it's not worried about being imprisoned. Jasmine herself or himself could have just teleported. I don't know. I don't understand. Now the good news is, if I do migrate during KvK, or really whenever I migrate, yeah, as long as it's during KvK, within the next 27 days, I would get this in a new kingdom. So that'd be cool. It's not really much, but it's something, you know? It's an honest day's work. 45 million food wood. It's not much, but it's a start. Who would take the deadweight path, though? That's a great question. Who knows? That's why I really need to get more kills tomorrow. God, this guy's just waiting here. 2 hours, 49 minutes. Seems good. 3 hours, 42. So they're sorting that out. I don't know what was going on there. I mean, honestly, like, I know I shit on myself a lot half the time for memes. But I do feel like I have a very impressive account in terms of, like, I've got 1.755 million tier 5 kills out of all my KP. Almost a third of my KP. Actually, a third of my KP is tier 5. Pretty damn impressive. You know, I obviously bring YouTube and recognition to the kingdom. Overall, I think it's pretty impressive. You said 79 with 65, both focused on one front, will be fun to watch. Or fun to fight. Yeah. I mean, I think what I'd like to see is, you know, 67 really pushes hard to nip at these heels. Then you've got 65, you know, fighting us, but you've got 78 here. You've got 69 here. You've got us here. It's a bit of a different zone now. You know? I think that we can kind of agree with. 79 will probably get drained way before 69. I mean, I think 69 is definitely feeling it. I think 79 is definitely feeling it. I think there's a lot of drain on all sides. These guys are bold as hell, by the way. I would not do that. Maybe they don't have... They may not have Frenzy. What I'll probably do is I'll sit here with my bubble, go to sleep. This will be built in the morning, even if we're burning. And I'll grab my march, and then I'll figure it out. 73 is just not there. You ignore them. 69 will get drained from 65 and 79 focusing, which would in turn drain 79, 65, being probably 70, 80. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, with us, if we're not doing much or able to do much, which is true, probably, we will still be forcing them to trade, you know? Even if they trade positive every single time, we're still forcing them to trade. What is he doing? Is he swarming cities? What the hell? Whoa, they're swarming the farms. That's crazy. 73 gonna get hard carried by taking noose. Yeah. It's the beauty of a KvK. KvK2. Morale will be in the shitter either way. Yeah, I mean 73's morale is definitely low. I'll tell you that much. Our morale is definitely low. The thing is, right, is the more these Krakens run out of resources, the more they're going to also be pulling from other people, which means the more that tax is going to start hitting people. It's going to be a lot of pain and suffering, you know? So we're going to see what comes. Let me see something. Let me see. Who is Rio? Oh, that's the person he was piloting, right? That's who that is. Got you. Well, I take bad. How is Lord Melbourne doing? You guys get any big whales who left? I don't think anyone left. He was here at least this morning. Let me see. We had 2 tier 5s leave. Yeah, Lord Mel's here. They haven't really been doing a lot. I mean, like I'll say it right now. Like, there's a lot of time left to fight. You know? Like, they can fight. Whether they will or they're just going to leave or whatever, we'll see. I think a lot of people are planning on migrating. And so they're playing accordingly. My plan is kind of to wait and see still. Where I want to go is another question. Oh, what a dangerous spot. What an annoying spot. That's a really good flag because they're going to get a TP spot here. Maybe here. Definitely some here. Oh, maybe the node blocks it. They could definitely get one here. Will you migrate if you win KvK? Probably. We'll see. They would need to bring in an entire new leadership team that I would have to interview every single one of them to feel confident about to keep me to stay for that. I think that's probably the state of things. But I think it is also true that at my current KP, not many people, even as a YouTuber, will accept me. You know? And unfortunately, I don't think many groups know the game. And they may just see the fact that I'm low KP. They'll say, alright, send me your gear. They'll see that I don't have infantry gear. And they'll be like, ah, we don't want him. He's garbage. You know? Because I have to kind of get over the barrier of being like, yeah, by the way, I am a siege main. Like, and I think that's something that has to be reconciled. Try to get a special inscription. So, I was talking about this yesterday, I think with Zoe, who is someone who has been in my streams now a couple times. And they actually convinced me of something pretty important. Which is that the special inscription doesn't matter. For me. Because the special inscription is shit for Siege. So since it is garbage for Siege... Since it is garbage for Siege, do I really care? You know, like, yes, could I get it for Toppler? You know, or Toppler is the inscription. Could I get it for Pincer and be happy and run with that? Yes. But honestly, if we do win KvK with 69, and then we get like 50 gold heads or something, that may be a better outcome in terms of reward. It very well may be a better outcome. So that is what I'm going to wait and see. That is what I have to find out. Regardless, no matter when or how or what, if I migrate, I do have the passports prepped. I have 10. I think it's more than enough. How do I do this? Because I'm built different. Obito, you don't get it. I am built different. I have 19 hours. Damn. Said if you want. Let's see. What are you going to say? I was kind of hoping that Legendary Inscription was good. And then I was reminded it wasn't. My scroll slot is actually pretty strong. You know what I mean? Like, I have Calm, which is garbage, but my stats are good in the slot. And then I've got 1.2% all damage, 1% attack. I don't think any of these are remotely good. I've got 1.5% all damage, metallics. You said you could repeat KvK2 to bulk up your KP. Then come back to this bracket and skip the 2-month K3 off season. I think that it could be valuable to do K3 on this account. I think I will need the recovery. Especially being free to play, right? So I don't think skipping K3 is what I want. I think it's actually more important than skipping it, but it's to time it for when my main has a KvK. Because if my main is a KvK, then at least I can have content while recovering on this account. Said no between K2, K3 is a 2-month off season. No, really? You said skip the off season, not the KvK? Destroyer, I thought we were just shitting on K3. Why have you spent the last 42 hours straight war leading and you tapped my stream and you see me look at the siege? Well, because I organized the fucking fort despite not being in leadership, despite not wanting to do anything, despite wanting to go fight and get KP. That's why. Because I am sitting here bubbled with the Lohar as a free-to-play at 2:48 a.m. I just looked over to my clock. Because I would love nothing more than to go to sleep than to go find KP. But instead, I'm in a shit kingdom with shit leadership building a shit fort. That is why, Penguito. Would I love to be base tank and having a great time right now? For sure. I mean, there's so much I'd rather be doing. Four messages. Witch's lineage. I would just worry about other pieces. For now, it's not that good. You said you just do not want you anywhere near your kingdom or community. Thanks. Okay. That's fine by me. Don't know why you said that, but sounds good. I didn't really, Oh. Said that to Destroyer? I thought you meant that to me. I was so hurt. I was like, what did I do? That's hilarious. I was so confused. I was like, I didn't do anything. I'm just here. That's messed up, man. That's funny. Alright, see ya. Good luck. Hold on, Penguito. Don't die. Alright, I am going to lower my AP a bit. And then go from there. $79C destroyed WLO. Oh, that'll be a bad cut for us. I wish more barbs were around here. Unironically, the barbs are kind of far. Grab this. Not good. Let's do one of these. Alright. You're in the stream, by the way? Gotcha. Okay. I don't know, man. Today has been too much crashing out for my liking. I am not trying to crash out. It's just kind of how it happens. Alright, I am building a fort. Hopefully no one messes up. I am set to stay in that, right? Yeah, okay, garrison. I have 22 hours on my shield. That should be more than fine. Going to head to sleep. 3 a.m. here. Please do not kick me from Alliance. I am in fort. Thank you. Take a 2-hour nap, then right back. I mean, I guess that's true. Alright. So with that said, everyone, thank you for tuning in. You said this man hates you? Maybe you're talking about Pinguito. I don't hate you. Alright. Thank you all for tuning in. It was not an exciting fight stream like I expected it to be because we had to do this shit. But it's what it is. It's productive. 2 hours 32. Wasn't it faster than that? Maybe not. Oh well. Hopefully, I think what would really change this KvK is if 67 can manage to get over here. Or here. Like, I think that would be super good, is if they do get to this, which they should be able to do. They just need to devote their entire kingdom to getting to this. Or this, whatever, right? But, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. With that said, thank you all for tuning in. Hopefully, we are still here tomorrow. Hopefully, we can relieve a little bit of the pressure. But yeah, good night. Take care. Stay updated on my Discord. Bye-bye.